The galaxy had slept for 1,000 years. From the shimmering rings of Zereth to the dark gas clouds of the Omega Expanse, there had been nothing but peace. The Galactic Concord, a coalition of hundreds of alien races, had maintained the fragile harmony with treaties, trade, and mutual fear of war. But humans were different. They had joined the Concord late, only 300 years ago, emerging from their small blue planet with ships that were laughably primitive compared to the sleek organic vessels of the V-Tar or the telekinetic fleets of the Shi-Kor. The other races had expected humans to be meek, to learn quietly, and to fade into the background of the great galactic stage. Instead, the humans did something strange. They laughed. They traded. They adapted faster than any other species. And within a century, they became an indispensable part of every industry, energy, trade routes, and even interspecies diplomacy. They had no warships, no planetary defenses, no fearsome weapons. Just cargo freighters, mining fleets, and colonies. At least that's what everyone thought. The Declaration. When the Zorkan Dominion sent their fleet across the neutral zones, the galaxy froze in horror. The Zorkan were ancient predators, reptilian titans bred for war, who had once crushed half the known civilizations under their scaled boots before the Concord forced them into peace. The Zorkan war leader, HFY, broadcast his message across all systems. The Concord is weak. The age of forced peace is over. We shall take what is ours. The humans will be the first to fall. Every race trembled. The humans did not. In the council chamber of the Concord, alien delegates wailed in panic. "You must evacuate your colonies," screamed the Enerii ambassador, her crystalline body trembling. "The Zorkan fleet is moving at light-bending speeds. They will reach Sol in 6 days." But the Terran representative, Ambassador Marcus Hale, simply leaned back in his chair. He smiled faintly, as if hearing an old joke. 6 days, huh?" he muttered. "Guess we should wake them up." The aliens stared at him. The forgotten truth. The galaxy had forgotten something about humans, something humans never bothered to correct. For all their jokes, their trade ships, and their diplomatic smiles, humans were not new to war. They had bathed their own planet in fire for thousands of years, fought wars that lasted centuries, and survived weapons that could level entire continents. When Earth finally reached the stars, they had sworn never to repeat that bloodshed. But they never destroyed their weapons. They hid them. Deep under Mars, under layers of ice and steel, lay the Terran Defense Network, AI-controlled fleets of warships silent and waiting. Ships that had been designed during Earth's last Great War, so advanced that even 1,000 years later, they were still unmatched. Humanity had buried them, hoping never to use them. Until now. The laugh. On the 4th day after the Zorkan Declaration, as their fleet approached the edges of human territory, the alien news networks captured something bizarre. A single Terran vessel appeared in the neutral zone. Not a cargo hauler, not a transport. A warship. The ship was black, with no visible weapons, its hull covered in strange shifting patterns like it was alive. The Zorkan flagship hailed it with contempt. "Terran vessel, identify yourself or be destroyed." The reply came not in words, but in laughter. A deep, amused chuckle that echoed across the comm channels. Then the human captain's voice, calm and bored. "You really want to try this? Fine. One shot." The Zorkan scoffed and fired. A blast of plasma, enough to shatter a moon, slammed into the human warship. The Terran ship didn't even flinch. In the next moment, the Zorkan flagship simply ceased to exist. No explosion, no wreckage. It was as if something had erased it from reality. The rest of the Zorkan fleet froze in shock. The unstoppable fleet. Then the humans really woke up. From the void of space, hundreds of dark shapes emerged. Ancient Terran warships, silent predators that had slept for centuries. Their technology was unlike anything the aliens had ever seen. Hulls that bent light, weapons that ignored shields, engines that made no sound but tore through space like predators hunting prey. The first battle lasted exactly 7 minutes. 7 minutes was all it took for the Zorkan's mighty fleet, over 3,000 warships, to vanish. Not one human ship was scratched. The aftermath. When the council reconvened, the alien delegates were pale, trembling, and silent. The Terran ambassador arrived late, sipping coffee as if nothing had happened. The Psi Corps representative, whose people were known for their psychic powers, finally spoke. You told us you had no weapons, no armies. You swore you were a peaceful race. Marcus Hale just grinned. We are peaceful. But peace doesn't mean we forgot how to fight. The Alien Council realized, in that moment, a horrifying truth. Humanity hadn't laughed because they were ignorant. They laughed because they knew. War meant nothing to them. The chuckle that ended a war. The Zorken Dominion surrendered within hours. Not to the Concord but to Earth. The other alien races, once so confident in their power, now saw humanity with new eyes. Not as the cheerful traitors, but as the quiet predators who had chosen peace only because it amused them. As Marcus Hale left the council chamber, one alien ambassador whispered, What would have happened if the humans hadn't joined the Concord? The Terran only chuckled. You really don't want to know.